Hello. There it is. I think it's working now. Yay. Hi, chat. Oops. Hi. This is Ho. No, I'm supposed to say hi. So, fun fact, if you're wondering where people are, just say you're gonna go live at a certain time, and then just before you go live, those people will show up. You know, um, and then you won't be able to go live because it is too noisy. Hi, tuber. Today we're in a cozy space. Cozy vibes. I've got my K-pop Demon Hunters blanket. I'm chilling with my Dr. Pepper. And the background has changed. It is now a quite dark, expansive sky in a dimly lit but cozy room. The ambiance is very blue water themed. The view is mostly taken up by a window where there's a night sky and a pretty moon, clouds, and of course rain. It's raining. And when it rains, I like to be cozy. And there are a few shooting stars in the background, which are really pretty. Then, of course, we've got some plants hanging, and I don't know if you can see, but behind my desk is a like a let me see on my other screen. Yeah, it's a comfy couch with blankets and pillows. Yeah, there's lots of things going on in here. It's just my streams in general. I'm really happy that you could show up. Thank you. I'm glad it looks cozy. I like to be cozy. Yay. I don't have as much planned for today, so it's probably going to be a talking stream. Enjoy that. uh, I wanted to talk a little bit about my last stream and how I predicted uh, a difficult January for myself, pretty much. I was messing about with tarot cards and I found out. Um, so, the tarot card I drew for January was the Ten of Coins reverse. And as I said back in that stream, I've grown fearful of reverse cards because they're very rarely good for me. They very rarely bode well. Scared. Okay. Um so I checked back and the meaning of that card was chance or a risk, financial or what is going on with my avatar? Hang on. Why is my avatar freaking out? Girl, boy, cat, chill. Chill out. What's going on? Um, okay, I think I'm okay now. Anyway, that was weird. So the meaning of the Ten of Coins were chance or risk, emotional or financial loss, and unfavorable odds. And of course, I was quite scared of that. I did not like that card for January. I did end up having a difficult January financially, but that is not necessarily unexpected. Um, December is usually a slower month for me. My avatar looks like hiding. I'm hiding. Anyway, December is usually a slower month for me, and so it makes sense that I was struggling somewhat in January. Things are starting to pick up for me, which is good. And in terms of this channel, things are going well. I reached 100 subscribers, which is really exciting. I feel like that is the biggest milestone. Hang on, let me check my what is going on? Okay, not sure what's going on with my avatar. We'll just she's okay. Give her a minute. Um, I feel like 100 subscribers is kind of the milestone that's harder to break, but it bodes well for your channel, even if the growth is only marginal from there. At least like 100 people are seeing your channel, seeing your content. You have a nice audience, and people, if they enjoy it, they can recommend it to others. And if my channel never grew from now on, that would be fine with me. I have a audience, which is what I wanted. Uh, I wanted another chance to share, like another platform to share my thoughts on. Um, I did have a very favorable uh, chance. I can't really talk much about it yet because I'm not allowed to, but hopefully in a couple months I can share about it. I had a really nice opportunity, and very excited about it. I've already signed all the paperwork and such. So maybe in a couple months I will be able to discuss it. But it was a really nice opportunity, and I was really excited to be presented with that. So it certainly made my January feel a lot more pleasant and more hopeful. So maybe now my 10 of coins will be upright in the future instead of reversed. Slow growth is still growth. Yes, that is true. It's very true. I'm sorry that this storm messed up everything. I noticed that there's been a lot of storms and snow lately. Everybody's kind of having difficulty with nature. Uh, I was on Tumblr the other day, and I noticed that they do little animation changes for their heart reacts. So when you heart something, you like something, it'll give you a new animation for Valentine's. And what was really cute was the fan tag for Dan and Phil was one of the tags that was updated with a cute animation, and it was a little heart uh, that has a arrow shot through it like a cupid's arrow, and then a little confetti. So I decided that I want I want one for the Byberry B tag for my birth week or something. Get on it, Tumblr. Get on it, YouTube. Whoever. Who do I have to ask to make me a custom Tumblr like animation for my tag? Is the live like glitching for anyone else? I'm not even moving, and my VTuber is just like my model is just like jumping around on screen. I don't know what's going on. See, yeah, we just got our water turned back on. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. We've been that water is really difficult. I hope that you were able to have the resources and stuff that you needed. Yeah, that's miserable. Especially water, cause you need water for everything. Like you need um clean water to cook and obviously to drink, to bathe in, to brush your teeth with, to wash your face with. Sometimes if it's too hot or too cold, you also need that. Oh, okay, YouTube is telling me that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience something. Something is. Hang on. Something is happening. Enough. Not receiving enough video. Well, viewers will experience buffering. Okay, that's what's going on. Because I am also experiencing buffering. I don't know what it means by not enough video. Like, this is a video, YouTube. But what do you mean there's not enough video? Hello? Oh, Tuber, I'm really glad you were able to get help here and there. Um, hopefully in your community. Is my birthday this week? No. My birthday's in October, but uh, I'll probably do a special stream or something for then. I hope to be able to do like a slumber party stream, um, or a like a birthday stream, something like that for my birthday. So we'll see. Your audio is good. Video is choppy. Yes. Yes. I don't know what's going on. Well, I'm glad the audio is okay. Um, I'll try not to move around too much. That way, maybe my avatar will calm down and stop jumping across the screen. It looks like I'm doing jump cuts every other word. Girl, chill. It's supposed to be a cozy stream. It's okay. Cozy vibes. I like to be cozy. um, I also watched the. I was gonna say, did anyone watch the recent Dan and Phil TikTok? Um, but then I realized they posted another one. So. But they were both very cute. I'm not really on TikTok. I follow based on what people post in compilations and stuff. I also wanted to share that I'm really excited about the new Blackpink album. It's called Deadline. Oops, my screen cut out. Hello, screen. What? YouTube. It says it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Girl, what do you mean? Enough video? The video is here. Hello. All right, some scuff. You know what? We'll just go with it. It's fine. Scuff King. That's me. Oh, I should probably change this title because it still says tarot in chat from last time. Oh no, Tuber, you did not miss my stream. You're here now. I just messed up and I thought I was going to start streaming an hour before I could actually stream because someone showed up and I wasn't able to stream when I said I was going to. Let me change my. What if I just call it something like something ridiculous? Wolf. It's called Wolf. That's me. Dude, where are you still? Okay. Didn't watch any of the Super Bowl. Neither did I. Um, I I knew it was happening, and my family came to watch it, but I was like, this is just a regular game with extra steps. And I'm not interested in the regular game. Uh, I would be if like my family really wanted me to be there or someone wanted me to watch it with them. Like I'm happy to enjoy other people's hobbies with them, but um, the Super Bowl is just a big game with extra steps to me as someone who's not interested in sports. It does usually have a cool live show, music show, whatever. Um, but I was reading in my room, so priorities. That explains things. but what things does it explain? Is the is the question that everyone is scared to ask. Well, since we didn't watch the Super Bowl, do you have any uh anything that you're fixating on right now? Like anything that you're really interested in or looking forward to? I'm going to look up the new Blackpink album track list and see if I can cons- uh if I can imagine what any of the songs are going to be like. Let's see. Deadline, new Blackpink uh album. It's a mini album, I believe, but I'm very excited for it. The album cover is really pretty actually. It's a black background with a pink hourglass. And the hourglass kind of glows. I think it's nice. Oh, what is this? Shop now. What is this? Oh, Blackpink third mini album Deadline Moodlight version. What is this? Wow, is this like a what the heck? It's like a I clicked on a link below their album and it looks like a actual hourglass with the word deadline at the bottom. But what is it though? Is it a Oh, it's an hourglass mood lamp. Whoa. I might need I don't need, but I bet I also might need. I wish my birthday was this week. I could ask for that. Okay, I'm gonna mark that for later, and we're gonna come back to it. Now I need to find the Blackpink track listing. Come on. All right, track listing. It says do or jump, which I've heard before. I really like that one. Oh my God, why am I like hiding? This is not a time to hide. Hang on. Yeah, moving. All right. Oh, for two verses. Why were you running behind? LOL. New Blackpink music sounds awesome. I have a photo book from aespa. They're my favorite K-pop group. Oh my god, I love aespa. I I'm gonna make a video about K-pop and trying to get into it. Uh, because for me it was always really exciting and I wanted to know more about it. But I was also really intimidated because it's the fandom is so big and there's a lot of lore, I guess, for lack of a better word, to learn. Not to mention Korean culture and K-pop specific culture on top of like each group and their history and their music and their songs and stuff. It's pretty intense, but also very exciting. So I've recently gotten into aespa mainly because I had heard their songs. I thought they were really good, and then I kind of fell off for a little bit. I was listening to uh, Blackpink, and also this was around the time when K-pop Demon Hunters came out, and EJ, voice of Rumi, wrote aespa's songs Drama and Armageddon. I believe she also wrote one for Red Velvet, Psycho. That was really good too. Hang on, let me fix my ears. Come on. I'm very much enjoying aespa right now, uh, both because of EJ and her amazing songwriting and aespa in general. I'd also really love to make a music video to the song Drama or Armageddon because I think those are my favorites. And not just because EJ wrote them, but I also love Rich Man and Supernova. I like a lot of songs by aespa. What's your favorite song by aespa? Yeah, a photo book sounds lovely. So I might ask for the lamp. Seems like something I'd be able to see and touch and enjoy. Uh, that's really cool. It's a cool extra for an album. Oh, Tuber, I was running behind because I I was supposed to start streaming and then like everyone under the sun came home or wanted my attention and I was like, "Oh, hello." So that's why I was running behind. But I'm here now. It's okay. EJ wrote songs for a ton of groups. My favorite song is Drama or maybe Bubble. Ooh, I haven't heard Bubble. I haven't heard it. I would listen to it on stream, but I don't know if YouTube will boink me because of that. But I'll definitely listen to it outside of the stream and share my thoughts. Yeah, I haven't heard Bubble. Yeah, but EJ is everywhere. In K-pop and also just in general. Like she's doing I saw her in a commercial, and she also did she and uh oh no, why can I not remember? Oh my god, singing voices of I almost called them Huntrix, but the singing voices of Zoe and Mira, isn't it Audrey and Ray Ami? I think it's Ray Ami. But they also did a Christmas thing where they sang um 12 Days of Christmas and they changed some of the words to reference Golden, which is so exciting. And now I freak out every time I hear one of their songs on the TV. I run into the living room and I'm like, K-pop Demon Hunters, Huntrix? And my family's like, what? I'm like, Huntrix. And they're like, okay, time for bed. Oh, Yeah, I think Drama might be my favorite aespa song so far, but it really changes depending on what mood I'm in. They're all really good though. I think I love Winter. Winter might be my bias in that one. And then in Blackpink, it's Rose. But I love all of them. I know that K-pop, even for people in the same group, sometimes there's a little bit of drama in terms of like who's the best and yada yada. I'm like, I love everybody. But I'll have to listen to Bubble. Okay, it says, oh, Bubble is from their last mini album. EJ is my name too. I'm hearing my name a lot. That's really funny. You're everywhere. Everywhere now. Oh, I'm gonna make a note for myself to listen to Bubble. Alright, so the deadline track list says Jump, which I've already heard. It's a very Baltic, like Eastern European vibe. It's really catchy. Very catchy. Why is my avatar hiding? Girl, stop hiding. This is a safe, cozy place. We're talking about K-pop. It's fine. Don't know what is going on with my avatar today. She's having a minute. Give her a minute. Alright, the next one is Go. And next to it says title in like a white box. Title. But I don't understand why they would put title next to Go and um none of the other tracks. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe Go will be more like a upbeat dancey kind of vibe. Like Jump. Number 3 is Me and My. Ooh. You know, I could see this one as either like a power ballad, like Happiest Girl, or something like, you know, about like empowerment or getting through a bad relationship or something and focusing on yourself. I'm just totally making this up based on the titles. Then there's Champion. Oh, a lot of these songs sound very upbeat or positive vibes to me. They sound um like they're meant to feel good. Just fix my ears. My hair was getting in my face. And then the last one on the mini album is Fuckboy. I'm guessing that one it will be it makes me think of Tally, but probably because they say fuckboy in that one too. Maybe something like Tally or about a relationship. Again, a lot of these sound like they will be more upbeat. Although to be fair, the title "Happiest Girl" also sounds like it would be upbeat, and it's not. It's sad, actually. Saddest girl, but not really, because she's gonna be fine. No, I'm really excited about the mini album. I love the uh first song "Jump." I really enjoyed listening to that at their concert. I went this summer, and it was really exciting to be able to see them live and hear them live and wave a light stick around. Love their upbeat stuff. Makes me want to dance. Yes. Jump also makes me want to dance. Although I tried learning their dance for that, which is supposed to be the heck? Where'd my avatar go? Girl, boy, cat, why are you I don't know what's going on. Today's a day. I think the rain is messing with with my model. No. Wolf girls and boys don't like rain. It's okay. Wolf. Anyway, what was I talking about? Hello. Um. Oh. Uh. Jump. The song Jump. I was like, I'm gonna learn a K-pop dance, and then I watched the choreography for Jump, and it's just like the chorus, I believe, and it's of course involves a lot of jumping, which is to be expected. The choreographer, or the not the choreographer, the person who was practicing the dance said it was one of their easier ones, and let's just say that just because something's easier for them does not mean it's easy in general. But I mean, they do train like years for this type of thing, so makes sense. Instead, I'm using K-pop to uh, encourage me to exercise, as I talked about on this channel. I don't like exercise. I'm not a I I like to take walks and stuff, but I'm not really jumping jack, push up kind of person. Those things are really difficult for me. But I wanted to build up some strength and stamina. And so I try to every other day try to do some exercise using the Le Seraphim workout. I made it much simpler. I babyfied it for myself because this is mainly about establishing exercise in general. So I do that. I do what I can, and then I listen to K-pop, mostly aespa and Blackpink right now, but some Le Seraphim too. It's been fun, and I'm getting. It's still not easy for me, but I'm getting to where I can withstand a little bit more exercise very slowly. I started off doing like 20 of each, and it's some days it ends up being like 15 or 10, depending on what I feel like I can do, how sore I am, that kind of thing. And then I was actually able to do 50, um, like two sets of 25 burpees with a break, of course. I was told online that you should and can modify their workout because it's very, very intense, even for people who work out generally. But I wanted to do more burpees, and so I was able to do them. I did 25, and then I took a break. Um, Sweated, cried, contemplated my life choices, and listened to some K-pop, and then I did it again. So I technically did 50. My burpees, I didn't know what they were first of all when I started this, and then I learned, and I started doing them very slowly, so I don't rush myself. Uh, the general idea behind this is to just get healthier, establish a routine, and establish some movement throughout my day. I don't know. How do you feel about exercise, chat? Are y'all exercise people? Let me see, chat. Oh, it says, Tuber says, you saw them live? Question mark, exclamation point. Did you get to meet them? Um, love the dance to Whiplash. And what is a Le Seraphim workout? Okay, so I did see Blackpink live. I did not get to meet them, sadly. Nor did I get anything like VIP tickets. I think that if I were to, if VIP included a meet and greet, I may consider trying to save up for something like that, if possible. But I just went, as a regular ticket holder, regular seat, and it was still really good. I did not get to meet them, but I think I made a good choice in that um, when you're in VIP, you do get access to the lounge, which I think would be really nice, especially for a disabled person who maybe needs a space uh, to wait. Um, but like before the concert, but the VIP people go in the pit, and the pit doesn't contain it doesn't seem to contain seats. It's like standing room, and a lot of people want to get close to the stage, and so you might not get close to the stage, or well, closer to the stage. I would say for in the pit in general, it looks like you were as close to the stage as you were as anybody was gonna get, but you might not be like right up on the barricade. And so, even if I had money for VIP, um, the pit area doesn't seem like a very good place to be in terms of like standing and uh, a lot of people. Although it does come with perks, and although if again if I would have gotten to meet them, I I would make bad decisions with my uh no, don't make bad decisions, viewers, chatters, don't make bad decisions with your money. Um, save up. I saved up for the concert very specifically because I knew it was coming and I wanted to go, and I went and I really enjoyed it. But if I would get to meet Blackpink, I think I would pass out. True story. Would pass out. So you're not that into workouts. Gosh, me neither. The only reason I do them is because I um wanted to be a little bit healthier in incorporating more movement into my day. I think that movement is good. It doesn't necessarily have to be a workout specifically. Specifically. The La Seraphim workout is a workout specifically created for or by the K-pop group La Seraphim. The Seraphim workout is very, very intense. Even for people who work out, like that's something that they do. I am very much not a person who works out, so but I chose the Seraphim workout because it came with a very detailed set of things to do, and it also said you can and should probably modify this, especially if you're a beginner. Uh, I also wanted to do something that other people were doing, not to follow trends, but mainly because I can look at other people's videos and listen to them talk about how it was for them and see them, struggle or see them improve and feel like I had some encouragement. I felt like I really needed some encouragement or something to motivate me. So my goal was just to move around more, maybe gain some stamina, because mainly I sit around and play Animal Crossing. Most exercise I got was like walking around, playing with my dog, or um, shaking trees and catching bugs in Animal Crossing. So the Seraphim workout includes 100 jumping jacks, 100 burpees, all in like sets of 25. It also contains, I think it was either 50 to 75 of other exercises, such as like squats, um, planks, twists, Russian twists, crunches, that kind of thing. A lot of it is supposed to engage your core, which is also what I wanted to engage with. It's my core. I don't do 100 of anything. If I do 100 things, I don't even. I was gonna say I don't even take 100 steps a day, but that's probably a lie. I probably do more than that. But I couldn't do 100 of any type of exercise. So I took the advice of the internet, of course, and not only modified it for me, but I also made it much, much simpler. I started off doing 15 or 20 of each and taking breaks whenever I felt like I needed it. And the first day was really difficult because I was just not used to moving around like that. Also, the second day was difficult because even though I skipped a day to rest, I was still very sore, especially around my core area and my legs. So what I'm doing is doing exercises every other day, and I'm also listening to my body about what I feel like I can handle and when I need to push myself, and uh, when I feel like I'm getting some stamina, which is good. So I think it's whatever you want it to be, uh, and it's whatever is healthy and encouraging for you. I also think that I'm a big proponent of small steps, small goals. It's really good to have um, lofty goals and like dreams or big goals for yourself. Um, but for me, I need smaller goals to help myself break things down. Smaller goals are a little more manageable, and it allows me to celebrate um, when I celebrate my wins, and also feel like I can modify smaller goals more easily. Right, let's see what chat is doing. I'm thirsty. I have my Dr. Pepper. It's very good. Not sponsored. No spawn here. Although if Dr. Pepper does want to sponsor me, please. Um, I don't know what I would do for a sponsor that I'm not already doing. Oh, Dr. Pepper. It's the best. So good. 23 flavors of goodness. Love you, Dr. Pepper Senpai. Sorry. I was watching a something about a YouTuber Mar I think it's Mariuna and her manager. And the manager said, I do things like check for scams and try to negotiate how you're gonna be talking about sponsors. So if Taco Bell wants to sponsor you and have you say "I love you, Taco Bell Senpai" every 2 minutes, well, that may be quite a lot. But anyway, if Dr. Pepper or Taco Bell wants to sponsor me, looking for sponsors. Hmm. Uh, Dr. Pepper fan, a person with taste. Yes. Ooh. Uh, what is the One Punch Man workout? That sounds terrifying. Let's see. One Punch Man workout. One Punch. Oh. Oh wow. 6.2 mile run? Oh, Saitama's really. This is how he maintains his. Okay. It says it's highly demanding, and I'm seeing a lot of 100s of um certain workouts. A lot of 100s going on. My avatar's scared. She's hiding under the desk. Yeah, I keep that far, far away from me. Stay away from me, Saitama. I know what you are. A gym bro. It's hard to believe January is over already. I'm and we're already into February, and I'm excited to see what people post for Valentine's Day. I'm not a Valentine's Day fan myself, but I do enjoy seeing. the cute things that people post, and also the chocolate, of course. I love chocolate. Oh, but last year I got one of those big hearts with chocolates in it for myself, and I was opening it, so I for some reason I wasn't paying attention. I was holding it sideways so I could get the paper off, the plastic wrapping or the paper wrapping off of the box. And when I pulled it off, the the two parts of it came apart, and all the chocolates spilled onto my desk. I was sad, and very scared because I wasn't expecting that to happen. It was like a chocolate explosion. Luckily, it was fine. I had just cleaned my desk, and none of them fell on the floor, so I was able to eat them. But it was almost a disaster. I would have cried if they had fallen on the floor. I'm a huge chocolate fan. I love chocolate, and I try to eat it whenever I can. I especially love the Valentine's Day chocolate because here, they sell not only regular stuff like the chocolate filled candies, but also in the little heart boxes they have chocolates, and on the inside are raspberry cream and orange cream, and they're really good. And I'm unable to find them anywhere else. So it's more like a sticky candy cream, um, rather than a puree uh fruit cream that you might find in other candies. I've tried. I know because I've tried looking for those specific Valentine's Day chocolates that have the raspberry cream and the orange cream in them. But every time I try to look it up, I cannot find the exact ones that I'm looking for. Like I legit think they either sell it very rarely or they only make it for Valentine's Day because it's a Valentine's Day specific type of chocolate. But if I'm wrong and anyone knows where to find them, um, let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Oh no, that's exactly what I thought when that happened. I just sat there with the two halves of my the two halves of my chocolate box in my hands, and I think the paper like fluttered to the floor, and I was like staring at the chocolates that had fallen out. It was very scary, but I still got to eat them, so it's okay. Do you like chocolate, Tuber? And if not, what do you like? What is your, I guess your go-to candy or your go-to snack? I'm very curious. You know, they've invented so many things, and they still haven't invented ways to share snacks and stuff through screens. Get on that, people. We need it. We don't need all this Gen AI stuff. AI stuff. We need snack sharing through screens. It's very important. Yeah. Tea versus chocolate is good. I love fudge. I love fudge too. I love fudge too. I like pretty much any chocolate as long as it does not contain nuts. I know some things to contain like chocolate covered pecans or chocolate covered walnuts or like um, stuff with nuts in it. I guess is like a textural thing, but I personally don't like that. Ruins the chocolate for me. But I can give mine to other people, so it's fine. I also don't like hazelnut. I know a lot of people like hazelnut, but I'm not a fan. I'd rather just have plain chocolate. My throat is already hurting, even though I'm just talking like a normal person. Yeah, I think my my VTuber persona is a little more chill. Although that might be because I'm not talking about K-pop right now or fangirling about anything. I don't know how people like how other creators do it when they play games and scream and have a good time um, on stream without getting tired. Oh, Reese's are good too. Mm, I do love chocolate and peanut butter. Now I'm thinking about Reese's. I like M&Ms a lot, but I think I like mini M&Ms more. Although they're both like mini M&Ms and regular M&Ms are really good. They're both good. I think mini M&Ms taste slightly more chocolatey, or maybe they just use a different type of chocolate. But I'll enjoy any type of chocolate. Oh, my friend just texted me about the new Aang movie for Avatar, and they're saying it doesn't come out until October now. I thought it was supposed to come out in the summer. Maybe it had like post production editions or something. I'm excited for the Aang movie and for more Avatar content. I hope. Mm, I know that the new live action is also coming out. Season 2 with this one. This one's gonna include Toph, and I'm excited to see her. But of course, the animation is my favorite. Mainly, I just want to see how they handle Toph and a couple things in the in the show, like more Mei and Ty Lee, more Zuko. So, just a minute. I'm wearing a headset. It's very cute. It's got ears on top, just like my model, and and it's really nice. But sometimes it pushes forward on my head for some reason, and then pushes my hair forward. And then my hair gets in my eyes and my face, and I'm like, ugh, please stop. So if you hear like scrumbly noises or movement, that's me adjusting my headset. Because for some reason OBS wants me to plug in something to talk to you guys. They want me to plug in um to talk to y'all. They want me to plug in a headphones thing. It won't just let me, click on the audio and turn it on and talk. But that's okay. I like my headset. Oh, yeah. Okay, the Ang movie. Yeah, as far as I know, the Ang movie is animated. It was announced a couple years ago. They announced an Aang movie, a Zuko movie, and a Korra movie. I'm not sure what exactly is coming out now and if those projects are still active, but I know that the Aang movie, last time I understood, it was in post production. And it was supposed to come out this year, 2026. So that's really exciting. And then there's supposed to be another series involving the Earth Avatar. But I'm waiting on like official trailers and stuff. I don't like to spoil myself too much about like what's happening and stuff like that. So, Aang movie this year, animated. Hopefully it will look good. I am excited about that. And then of course Netflix season 2 of Avatar is supposed to come out. I've made my opinions clear about really wanting a blind actress for Toph, but I will say Mia Check uh, endeared me to her when she posted about accessibility, sharing the accessible trailer. So it's not ideal having a non-blind actress play her, but I think that this person that they chose is obviously taking the role seriously and is including blind people in on this process. So I never had any ill will toward her or anything, and wish her all the best. It was just mainly a missed opportunity that I think would have been cool. But for the Aang movie, they had to cast like adult versions of the gang, Team Avatar, and so they also cast a blind actress for Toph. She played so many people. One of them is Kimmy in Rugrats, and would read her lines in Braille in the recording booth, which is cool. So I'm excited about her, and she's really good at voice actors too, and very popular. So it's very exciting. Avatar Kyo, she's gonna be amazing. Yeah, yeah. I also know. Okay, did you read the Avatar Kyoshi book that they came out with? Because they came out with a couple of books about the more recent avatars aside from Aang and Korra, and one of them was Avatar Kyoshi book. I just got that one, and so I'm excited to start reading it. I think it'd be really cool if they make an animated series or film or something about those books, like adapting them for the screen. Or maybe like a podcast, like a podcast with audio production and voice acting. It'd be cool. They can also do that for the comics, make those more accessible as well. Um, I know not everyone likes the comics, but there are a couple cool comics, and I think it'd be cool to have those accessible, whether people enjoy them or not. And I think generally, sound produced, audio produced effects for comics and even books are really cool. So yeah, more Avatar movies. I would enjoy those. Okay, reading the books are hard because I'm blind too. Yeah. Um. Do they have? Hang on. Hair. Hair in my face. Hair in my mouth. Blah. Okay, I think I'm safe now. Let's see. Yeah, I know reading the comics and the books and stuff is hard. I'm surprised though. I'm surprised I don't have audiobooks at least for the like Avatar Q. Let me see if they will have it yet. Avatar Kyoshi book audiobook. Come on. It is the audiobook. Okay, okay. It says Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Shadow of Kyoshi. This is book 2. Um, it's in, it's narrated by Nancy Wu. Nancy Wu. Um, so there is one. I don't know how good the audiobook is, but they've got one for book 2. So I assume book 1 audiobook would be out. That doesn't really help with the wait, let me see. Okay, I'm seeing where did it go? Okay, yeah, The Rise of Kyoshi, book 1 audiobook, and then The Awakening of Roku, narrated by Randy Ribe. Um, so that's cool. Oh, apparently there are 6 books. Wow, where have I been? Yeah. Oh wow. Legacy of Young Chen. Alright, so I'm seeing, like, for each avatar, Kyoshi, Young Chen, and Roku, they have 2 books. And as far as I can tell, it looks like all the books are adapted as audiobooks currently. But that said, audiobooks can be expensive and harder to find, depending on where you are and what platforms you have available to you. But my headphones just fell unprompted. I think there is a ghost. The haunted headphones. Harry Stewie. That's so true. Maybe it's because my ears are furry. Maybe that's why. That's why they keep falling. But I'd love to see um, the comics adapted for audio. Because there's a lot of comics apparently, and I assume that the um Aang movie will be narrated, especially audio described, especially because it's coming out in theaters. Usually, movies that come out in theaters are accessible. However, depending on where they go after that, it remains to be seen. So something like Netflix, usually when something's audio described on Netflix, in my experience, it stays that way. But when I watch something like Gravity Falls on on Disney, um, and then when it's added to Disney Plus, chances are the audio description is not there, or it's incomplete, or it goes away. Which really, Disney has no excuse for any of that. They have more than enough money to create audio descriptions and hire people to record them and keep the audio descriptions up and help make audio descriptions for everything that they have, especially things for kids, because they deserve access to shows, stuff that they want to watch or listen to. So usually streaming services, um, if there's an upside to those, they do sometimes allow for more audio description that wouldn't otherwise be available, either on regular cable TV or on on whatever platform you're watching. Sometimes YouTube, if you rent or buy something from there, uh, which is actually pretty cheap. Usually it's like $1, from my experience. But I rented a movie for like $1, and it came with an audio description track, which is cool. Uh, Although I also have, this is just so it's just soapbox hours, soapbox hours with B. I also have gripes with YouTube because I feel that they could absolutely make their platform even more accessible. For example, if there was a audio description track that you could add. So right now they do have um, captions. They have audio generated captions, and then you can always change or fix them as needed, or just create your own, pay someone to create it, whatever. Uh, they could do that with audio tracks easily. Just add like a separate track over the original video, and it could be something that maybe the creator of the video could add to, or um there could be like uh suggested content to describe. But I also think that creators should just describe even a little bit. Like for me, my my videos are mostly audio. You could listen to it as a podcast, and for the most part, it'd be fun. But I always add a image description of my model and the background. Usually what drink I have in my foreground, which today is Dr. Pepper. And then if I'm doing something visual, I'll add a description of that. Like when I play Love in Deep Space, I add a description of what I did, because like I know what I did because I held up my phone very close to my face, and could turn the brightness up and all that. I can make it relatively accessible for me. Um, Same with Animal Crossing, but not everyone is going to be able to do that, especially on YouTube's with YouTube's features. I also try to describe things in my videos or in the description, depending on what it is. But if my descriptions could be better, or my videos could be more accessible, like felt like something maybe was missing, um, then I'm happy to add more stuff. But it'd be way easier if, instead of describing as I make the video or adding voiceover, adding additional voiceover with descriptions, I could just record a separate track that says like audio description, whatever, like captions, and add it that way. And then because while I know to describe stuff when I'm doing it or add description separately, I think other creators don't know, or they don't think about it. And so having a audio description track, and maybe some tips from YouTube would be very helpful in making videos a little more accessible. So, for example, with Dan and Phil's videos, I'm creating a audio described version of the interactive Christmas adventure. Um, so not only did I play through it and react to it, I also am adding audio descriptions separately. The audio was not very good, so I have to re-record it, and hopefully it'll be out by the time Christmas rolls around again, because it is quite an undertaking for one of my first videos. But anyway, I noticed that even their video, uh, even something as extensive as the interactive Christmas adventure, was pretty accessible in terms of how they described or talked about what they were doing. And the only issue, oh, oh, tired. Excuse me. The only issue that I ran into, of course, was the trying to make the annotations accessible. Because even for me, sometimes they were too small to read, or I ended up having to experiment and click on them and see what happened, and then play my way through that way. Um, Although that might be an issue with YouTube itself and not their creation. Um, Outside of that, I mean, Danville are pretty accessible. I think like um, their videos are mostly them like talking. So like the podcast or them when they used to sit on their beds and talk, tell stories or whatever. Maybe a couple things like funny editing things that they do could be described, but that was about it for me. I think mainly the podcast is interesting because when they post onto the YouTube channel, they post the video. So you can listen to uh, the video. You can listen to the video and see them do something like Phil will reach over, and today I think he said something like he wanted a finger touch or finger pact, whatever. They're gonna make a pact together, and he reached over and kind of described what he was doing, and maybe probably unintentionally, but unintentionally it adds description where generally you wouldn't, because that is considered a visual medium, but because they're also making it into an audio only format, they're conscious of how they have to include the audio only listeners, which also makes it more accessible for the blind, either who are audio only and they're listening, or maybe they're watching the video as well. They have some residual vision, but they might miss some things or have trouble processing visuals, even if they want to watch the video on YouTube. So I just found that very interesting, and I thought that treating your treating your videos as if there is a podcast audience listening is a good way to maybe help sighted people understand what audio descriptions what audio descriptions are and how they're helpful and how they work. So that's my soapbox. Be soapbox hours. Be my ears and listen to my soapbox about accessibility. But I think that YouTube absolutely could implement an accessibility more accessibility features to make things easier for content creators and get them kind of more aware. I know that Molly Burke also adds like when she makes videos that aren't just like her sitting and talking to the camera, she'll add like little descriptions either verbally or in post. Like, here I am skating, or here we see Molly skating and doing a twirl. Um, Here we see Molly and her guide dog walking down the street. Uh, and so when there needs to be a description, or it's not already very clear what's happening in the video, or Molly doesn't, describe, hey, for my blind girlies, my top is lavender. I don't know. When there's not those things, the description is added in post, and I think that that's also a good example from a blind creator and how there are different ways to implement accessibility tools. So I think that just having a tool would not only help visual non-blind content creators who maybe don't know or aren't aware or thinking of accessibility, um, especially for blind folks. And it would also give them an easier way to implement accessibility tools. So, YouTube, add an audio description track, please. They're not gonna listen to me. They're like, who are you? I don't know. What do you think, chat? Tumor, what do you think? Oh no, the stream is dying. No. It says the stream is healthy, but that doesn't mean it was healthy when it was dying. No, stream. Come back to life. To answer your question, uh, the ghost only talks to me when it feels like it. Only when it feels like it. Usually it's memes that I don't understand, but that's okay. We support ghosts and their meme culture. I wonder if it says the rain messing with my the virtual rain messing with my stream. Let me see if the stream is okay. I'm seeing like messages where it says the stream is healthy and it says stream is dying, like there's an error, there's an issue, and then it says stream is healthy again. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see, concurrent views. Where are my views currently? Chat, are you okay? Are you still there? Chat. No, chat. Oh man, I can't see who is still here because the chat. I mean the stream has kind of been glitching the entire time. I think now the picture is okay. The visual is okay. It's not as jumpy, but I have no idea about the audio. Audio. Yeah, I don't know. Um. Okay, it's telling me I have 5 people here, but I don't know like if that's current or not. Sorry, adjusting my ears again. I don't know if that's current or not. Hopefully, when this video, hopefully when the VOD is posted, it will be relatively accessible. I might have to download and edit it to deal with the scuff. Oh, the scuff. But that's okay. We expect some scuff as streamers. Alright, so today we talked a lot about accessibility, and I'll share any of my thoughts about accessibility in the future probably as well. I really appreciate anyone who showed up to my stream and anyone who watches it later, especially because you all dealt with so much stuff, so many YouTube issues. Not sure what was going on there, but we made it through. I stream every Monday around 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And sometimes that changes to Tuesday, but when it does change, I will let you know, either in my post or on my blog. Alright, well, I really appreciate you all attending and chatting with me. It's been great. Alright, well, I'll see you later. Bye.